To change prices of a menu item, there's really two options depending on the way the item is configured. This can be found under Menu Items, and let's take a look at our Breaker Burger. Our Breaker Burger is available for $7 flat, and if you wanted to change this, you would go into Breaker Burger, go to Price, and change this. Let's say we're going to change it to $8 rather than $7. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And of course, this doesn't show up to the iPads in the restaurant until you publish changes. This applies to most menu items. If you use pricing by sizes, you'd have to change the price on the size section. On our demo database, this can be found on our cup of chowder. Let's take a look at our New England clam chowder, where the price is $0, but that's under the regular price, and that's grayed out. I cannot select it. If we scroll down, you'll see that this has sizes and they're priced accordingly. So if I wanted to change the price of the cup, I would go to a cup, find it, and change it from what it was to something different. Lastly, two different options appear, one on all restaurants and one if you have multiple restaurants under the same account. If I want this ticket to show up with a default, this menu item to show up with the default, I would select default. So let's see how this looks like in operations in a second. I'm going to set the New England clam chowder to default to the cup size, where the clam chowder red Manhattan will not have a default. Secondly, under the little restaurant symbol, there's location override. So let's look at our clam chowder mix. If I want this clam chowder mix to be a different price at our two locations, I would click location override. It would bring up both restaurants, and it could specify a price for that field. So this one is specifying the cup. If I wanted my training demo to be $5 at one restaurant but $5.50 at another, I could change that price and save that. And that will be now on this one an option to have different prices there. So let's go ahead and publish these changes and see how that looks. Let's go there, bring up our iPad, and let's wait for this to update. And there we go, newest update, signing with Kathy the cashier. If I look at our white clam chowder, it shows up as $5 immediately with the cup pre-selected because we had that as the default option, where if I click clam chowder red, since nothing is defaulted, it prompts me to pick a size, and depending on what I click, determines the price I pick.